So is it okay? I hope everything was good. It doesn't, like, why is it, I wanted to show my full body, but okay. Anyways, y'all, so welcome to another Awakening Wednesdays. I just wanted to get on live because I told y'all that I was I'm trying to figure out where to put my phone. I told y'all that I was gonna go live every Wednesday to answer any of y'all questions and stuff. But yeah, I wanted to start this whole thing where every Wednesday I would go live and answer y'all questions, because y'all be commenting a lot and I can't really see everything because, there's a lot of people who comment a lot of negative things, and I just don't want to see negativity all the time. So it's really hard for me to read the questions and the positive comments that y'all have for me. I just want to make sure that, I answer y'all questions, anything that y'all have, I just want to make sure that y'all are heard, because that's the whole thing. Everybody connecting and raising the vibration. So that's why I'm starting this Wednesday stuff, Awakening Wednesday, because I want to make sure that, we all are heard, and y'all are heard too, because y'all are important to me. Every time y'all comment, I see the love and the questions that y'all want to ask me and stuff like that. It's just amazing that I have so much support. And honestly, when y'all comment positive things, it just makes me it gives me that oomph, that raise of happiness to actually spread my knowledge and what, my theories and my thoughts onto my page. That's why I created the page, so I can be able to, just get out the things that has been popping up in my mind, the knowledge that has been popping up in my mind. All conspiracy theories are true. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Everything comes from something. All of this stuff about mermaids, about giants, about giant trees, everything comes from something. And as I've already went over, this multiverse, parallel universes, other earths, all of that exists out there. If you haven't watched Multiverse Madness, they go over this so well. That's why I made a TikTok about it. So I'm just answering any questions I can see. Hi, you said, yo, hello. Like that, people who have minds like that, they are real geniuses. Everybody out there who are connecting and understanding the things that's being told to them and the lies that's being told to them, that's activating your genes. Do y'all remember on December 21st when they said that, I think it was 2020, December 21st, 2020, they said that our genes would activate. Our junk DNA, where we get our powers and stuff like that, that's been activating. That's what's been happening. That's why so many people are waking up. That's the whole thing. Our genes have been activating. And when people are starting to remember stuff about the history of their people and the past, and just having knowledge downloaded into their brains, that's a power right there. That's you being a genius. You're tapping into your gene. Yes. I've been stopped trying to explain things to people. They are programmed. Well, I'm honestly not trying to explain anything to anybody. I'm really not. I come on here to actually let go and release all this information that's been flowing out of me. Even some theories, some things that I do research on, just all of that. Everything that comes to me is not coming from me no reason. I needed a place where I can be able to speak my mind and have a place where I can be safe with my information, my knowledge, who I am. That's why I really love this page, RealKiya. That's why I named it RealKiya, because I'm being the real me. And I never had that. I never knew I could express this part of myself and people would actually, resonate with it. I just even when I was in high school or being around friends, they'd be like, why don't you talk about this? Why don't you make YouTube videos? Why don't you have a page or anything? And I just be like, well, I don't know. I didn't take it that serious. I was like, hey, there's no females out here who are doing stuff like that I can find. Please let me know if there's any females out here who are spreading messages like me. I found a couple of them and I follow them. But I'm just trying to find all the female, the feminine energy goddesses out there who are spreading the message for us. Hi. Okay, so basically, this Awakening Wednesdays, answer any questions you got. I will try to read them and answer. Ask any questions you got. I will try to read them. Spirituality is ignorance, pseudoscience, garbage. I mean, that's your personal preference. That's another thing that kind of like throws me off, because just like some people who comment stuff like that or make response videos or try to say like, oh, you're stupid, you're not making any sense, you're this, you're that. It's just like, you're not actually coming back with facts. You're just coming back with taunts. Like, why do you feel that way? Are you just in denial, or are you actually educated, or like, is this something that resonates with you as far as, who you are and all that type of things? So it's just like, why can you say anything else but calling me dumb or stupid? Or can you just, can you speak on anything else besides calling me dumb? Marilyn Maribel, Google this lady and tell me that the $5 Indian story isn't true. Oh, I mean, I'm done. I'm honestly done speaking on that topic. I've said all that I needed to say. I'm not going to keep going back and forth with people. I've already made a video on why I don't go back and forth with people. It's just, I don't need to give that much of my energy to anybody. A lot of people are just, they have their feelings. I have my feelings. They have their theories. I have my theories. There are white people out here who are, racist. They have their feelings. There are just a whole lot of people here, and it's just negative and positive and negative and positive. I mean, I can't I'm going over the reason why I have this page, because I need to let all of my thoughts out. That's all. I come here to speak my thoughts and get off. That's it. I'm not here to argue with anybody. I'm not here to care about, oh, you're doing this or you're doing that. It's my page. Any advice on crystals? Oh, crystals. Well, I mean, crystals, I feel like they enhance the energy that you want to attract. Some people don't need crystals. You are the crystals. When you actually think of how everything is connected energetically wise, like, you are the sage, you are the crystals, you are the Palo Santo, you are these beads are me. This necklace is me. Like, everybody's just an exchange of energy. Everything is energy. When you're connected to everything and you know who you are, you really don't need anything. Every time in scary movies and TV shows, like even with Stranger Things, like the last season, the only way Elle was able, she didn't need no suit. She didn't need no water. She didn't need none of that. The only thing she needed was to be strong within her mind. That's the same thing with us. These help enhance the energies and protection or whatever you're trying to access you need. It's an enhancer. But remember, everything is always coming from you. Can you address the ringing in my ear? I constantly have it. Ringing in your ear. Oh, like I've said, they don't speak the same language we do. There are people who are clairaudient. There are so many clairvoyant, clairaudient, all of that. Like, a lot of people have different powers. So when you think about that, clairaudience is the ability to hear what they are saying. You can actually instead of hearing that ringing in your ear, you can actually hear conversations or, just somebody talking to you on the other side. So it's called clairaudience. If you want to try to access that, I mean, I've only tapped into it once. My clairaudience power is I'm trying to get it to grow, but I can only decipher it when I'm having the ringing in my ears. So I'll have ringing in my ears like twice a week, once a week or something like that, because they're trying to tell me something. Or hey, crystals, they're energy enhancers. That's all. So they enhance the energy. But back to what I was saying about your ringing in your ear. I've only tapped into my clear audience power once. My ears were ringing for 2 days straight, right? So I'm trying to I'm doing other things throughout the day, and it's still ringing in my ear. I can only hear out of one side of my ear, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, like I got other things to do. I got to do this. I got to do that. Like, is this gonna go on all day? Like, it really happens. Like, I will go to sleep and wake up, and I will still be ringing. So I'll go to sleep to try to actually like see what they want, go to sleep, dream about it, whatever they want. The dreams really, when I went to sleep and I dreamt about it, I just saw colors. I didn't see anything. So when I was laying down, I woke up and I was just laying down and I was just like, okay, what do y'all want? And I was actually tapped in, right? I'm focusing, I'm meditating, I'm listening. I'm actually trying to tap into my ears and decipher what they're saying. So I only hear 3 words while I'm trying to tap into my clear audience. I heard ancestors, and then I heard we're ready. There was a woman, it was a woman's voice. But I don't think she was it sounded more like a high spiritual, lady. It didn't sound like it sounded like a alien, it didn't, like, I could tell that wasn't the actual tongue of it, but for me to translate it, that's what I heard, and me trying to translate it. I had ringing from wings. I thought I was going crazy. Too. I'm like, what the heck is going on? Like, they keep saying like, oh, it's tinnitus or whatever that word is. Some days is louder than others. It's like a headache. Like, I go to sleep and I wake up and the headache's still there. I go to sleep and I wake up and the ringing in my ear is still there. I'm just like, what the heck? But that's the only time when I tapped into my clear audience, that's all I heard. Ancestors were ready. Like, it's like I said, it's people on the other side who are looking out for me and who are watching over me. And I see them sometimes, but they got other things they need to do. But yeah, so they just said we're ready. They told I don't know who they were talking to, but they said we're ready. Like, I was ready for something. So something like a massive shift was about to happen for me. My dreams have been very, very vivid. Mine have too. Like, all of them. Every time I dream. Like, I had a lucid dream last night twice in a row. It was kind of weird. Is CERN really trying to open a portal? CERN is trying to use science in order to connect to a spiritual thing. And that never works out. Can you explain dreams that feel real so you wake up exhausted every single day? Like I said, dreams, you travel and you go to different places. Sometimes you dream and sometimes I be dreaming about the room that I'm in. Or when I asked you, no, I'm not going to put the pizzas in the oven.
I said, you going to put it in there?
Yes.
That's it.
Thank you. Gosh. Okay. I don't dream but see angel numbers every day. Oh man, like I never can like understand that. Like my little brother, he tells me like, oh, I don't have. He used to tell me he didn't dream. Like I don't get how you can't dream. How do you not dream? I've been having lucid dream for 2 years. That's nice. Was this shift you felt in January by chance? No, this was either in June or the beginning of July. It had to be in June. It was in June. It's so crazy how people be dream and they don't remember. That's when they wake up. I have sleep paralysis and lucid dreaming. Sleep paralysis is just a form of like your body coming back and you not waking up Like your physical body is still asleep, but your astral body is like aware. Your consciousness is in a different dimension than what your body is aware of. So you're like, why can't I move? Why can't I move? Your body's still asleep. So, don't question why you can't move. Just think about in that moment, your body's still asleep. I love your videos. Keep it up. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Like, I really do. Like, I love the support that I get so much. It just makes me want to keep going. Like, it really does. I really, like, want to express more of myself. Any tips for spiritual starters? Spiritual starters. I would say that if you are, like, just getting into, like, being aware and open of everything, I would say go through everything that was taught to you as a kid. Like, anything, like, as far as the way you eat, how you think, what religion you subscribe to, just reread everything that was taught to you. And also, like, don't do things blindly. Like, even if you're starting now, don't feel bad about it. Like, everybody has their own path. Like, oh man, I should have noticed. I shouldn't. It's your path. Thank you for the mental clarity on astral projection. You ready? I mean, you're ready. You're welcome. How do I get awoken? It's so hard. I used to honestly think like that. I used to really think like that when I was 14. When I was 14, I used to be like, I want to open my third eye. I want to open my third eye. Not realizing that it was already open. Like, that's what my stepfather used to say. He used to be like, are you sure that it's not already open? I love your vids. Thank you. I really, thank you. Anyways, like, are you, it's not like when it comes down to spiritual stuff or like multi-dimensional stuff, universal things that happen to you, you're not going to feel this like, oh my gosh, like your body's going to rise up. You're going to float in the air. There's going to be a big ball of light just surrounding you. You can't, everything is going to happen in the way it's supposed to. Just trust the process of your path. Love your content, funny, unbiased, and real. Thank you. I try to be unbiased as much as I can. What does 11:11 mean? When you say it when you are asleep. 11:11 means manifestation. Just become. Do I believe in God? I believe that we are all gods. I believe that we have a consciousness, a collective consciousness, or that's where you get that whole thing. We are one. I believe that the creator is us. We are creators. We are creating our own reality. Everything that we do here is creating. We create kids. I feel like, that whole thing, we are one consciousness. That's why the way this world is, it's bad and it's good and bad. It's good and bad stuff happening on this world. So at the end of the day, if you want to, be on the negative mindset, then negative things will continue to circle in this world. If you want to be on the positive mindset, positive things will happen within this world. It's all about the consciousness of this world. Like, literally, what everybody is doing, every decision that they're making. That's why it's so important to not just like single people out when they're going through things or anything like that. Like, we all are one. We all are souls connected to one cosmic connection. We are created as one, gods and goddess, yin and yang. Exactly. That has to be come together. There's always going to be chaos and there's always going to be order. When you have a balance, that's peace. Where are you getting your wisdom from? My wisdom? I've always been like this. I never really needed to read a book. I never really needed to take a actually remember that stuff. Like, people be like, oh, it's in the past, leave it alone. Like, why are you talking about stuff that happened hundreds of years ago or thousands of years ago? Because I remember, and they're lying. They messing up the live. Oh, shoot. Well, Welp. I'm trying, y'all. I'm trying. I'm out of town right now. Actually, like, I still wanted to go live for y'all because I wanted to answer y'all questions, because I know I don't get to see all of the comments that people give. So, that's why. But if it's how do I get good water? Oh my gosh, I'm still trying to find my own water. I'm trying to find an actual spring water somewhere, but currently the state that I live in, it's really hard to find it. The best thing I can say is just boil everything that you intake. I believe in God, but like your perspective on spirituality, and I can respect that. I believe in one God, but I like your perspective in spirituality, and I can respect that. Well, thank you. I can respect that too. See, that's what it's all about, being able to, calmly talk about things. A lot of people are just like so negative. You're Native American. I never really said I was Native American. I never said that. But, I was just saying that there are people who are considered African American and they could just be Native Americans. That's all. I never really said that. Even though my dad told me that I do have Native American in my genes, but I haven't got a test or anything. Like, I don't know. I do know that, I tried dipping into my Akashic records and it showed some type of nativity in my genes. Do you know any more on the Mockingbird program? When I start speaking on that, that's when they're watching. So that's why I keep closing my blinds. When I start speaking on that, they just want to report me, community guidelines, every time I try to do that, every time I try to speak on it. But opinions on telepathy. Telepathy, that's another power. You know how we have so many powers. That's why they try to show us in these TV shows and in these movies and stuff. We got so many freaking powers. Telepathy is one of them. So it's basically your ability to be in tune with somebody else's mind. That is actually an easy thing to do, because aliens do that. They don't. Speaking out the mouth is it's just very different. You're not even supposed to be, everything that you say out of your mouth is what you're pushing out into reality. That is your mouth is literally, my dad used to always tell me, you got 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason. We're not really supposed to be talking. We're supposed to be exercising our brain, and we're supposed to be being telepathic. We had that power. We had that ability before. In some cultures, I don't know if it's called the Holy Tablets. They told this story about these people who came from a different planet and they went inside of the inner earth and they could actually speak telepathically to each other. They never actually spoke out the mouth. And when they did, it was to speak things into existence. Speak on the predictions about the conclusion of 2022. 2022 is getting ready for 2023. Because when 2023 happens, all of the planets will be in Aquarius. And that's really when things are going to shake. Y'all know this world is changing. Y'all see the sky. Just look at the sky. Look at the colors that's being changed. Look at the way this world is. Look at everything that's changing. It's not going to be the same. From chaos comes order. The way this whole world and this matrix was designed, it came from chaos. They had to mess everything up. They messed up our history. They messed up the language. They messed up everything in order for them to mold this matrix and this world into the way they wanted to. Now that it's crumbling and everything is falling apart, it's gonna be hectic. Things are gonna change. Have you ever watched Cosmic Disclosure? No, but I try to watch it. I like watching stuff that actually makes me think. Adults don't care about the future. They don't. They only care. They only hold on to the principles of what they were taught. That's what kind of bothers me about parents and, just old heads who really don't understand the generation that I'm in and the generation of these kids now. And it's a lot of kids that are failing at becoming who they need to be because they so in tune with phones. They so in tune with just, the low vibrational parts of this earth and this reality. Like, it's so many kids being integrated into all of this new it's so many new things, so many new religions, so many new genders, so many new all of that. Like, how can you navigate through all of that? Like, it's a lot of kids out here who actually don't know who they are. And these parents who are only allowing them to be what they want them to be and not what their purpose is here for. Well, not all parents. I mean, that's true because look at how my parents raised me. Look at how I am. I think for myself, and that's what I was always taught. But I'm saying, like, some of these kids, they're the way, like, okay, so I be seeing like so many videos of like women who have kids and they are just making arguments with McDonald's workers, throwing drinks at people, just being, in the terms ghetto, not really carrying themselves as queens. There's so many females out here who are raising kids with that type of energy. Like, it's how do you think that everything just cycles back and forth? Like, if you are an unstable person, it's some people out here who are making it harder for the dudes to see their kids. Like, some of these women is just it's really hectic. I just be like, wow, I feel like how is this kid supposed to get out of that mentality and that state if that mom is just like, my friend that I actually know, his mom is just she's just all in the low vibrations. What can we do our future without the government getting mad at us? The government, it can't be upheld. The foundation of everything was built on lies, was built on the sacrifices of, people who are no longer mentioned. Like, how do you tap into the Akashic records? I did it one time. I mean, you actually doing it by yourself. I feel like it's gonna be harder. I feel like you should do it with somebody who actually knows how to do it, because I did it by myself and it took me a long time. It did, but when I actually saw it, I saw myself in a different world, in a different body, actually in the past, and it was just really crazy, y'all. I'm telling you, it was really freaking crazy. Do you believe in Jesus or Allah? No, I do not believe. I do not subscribe to that God or that deity, If I shall die before I wake, I pray the Lord my soul to take. I don't want my soul going somewhere I've never actually personally seen. Are you able to teach me how to be a spiritual content creator? It's not more so of teaching, like, because the way I do things might not be the way you want to do things. Like, I can't tell you what to do. It's your path. You can just do things the way you want to do. Post the videos that you want, Do it when everything works out. Everything that is meant will work out perfectly and designed for you. Thoughts on Anunnaki? I mean, honestly, that's why I believe where all of these gods come from. Where all the names of these gods. Because everybody says that these gods are, everybody says that these gods are the people who they look so holy. They have these magical powers. They have all of this information and stuff like that. That's what these people, like these humans who looking at these gods or these aliens that's coming down from the side, like, wow. Because where did Jesus and where did the Bible say that heaven is? In the sky, right? So they came from the sky. Therefore, they would think that, oh, that's a god because it's so informational, so, they have power, they have things that that a normal person can't do. So when I speak on the Anunnaki, I'm just saying, like, these are the people who saying that these are these gods. Everybody has their own perception of what they believe is right as far as religion, what is God, what is the right way to live. It's just like, oh, you can't eat meat. You can't eat after this a certain time. You can't do this. You can't do that. That's why spirituality is not even about like rules. It's about you doing you being you, and tapping into who you personally are as a spirit. So it's just like these gods that these people are seeing thousands of hundreds of thousands of years ago, they're not actually gods. Like I said, they're aliens. They are people not from this planet. So when they come out of the sky and they're flying, just like, okay, so do you remember if you ever watched Superman, right? He came from a different planet. But on that different planet, he didn't have as much abilities. But when Superman came to Earth, he could fly, he could see through walls, he could do so much because of the energy of that planet. Because he was able to, the vibration of the planet, right? So it's the same thing. Probably when these gods or these Anunnaki people came down, when they came on the vibration of this planet and they're able to navigate through this, they probably had powers that you didn't even see. You don't even know. Like, they're just like, wow, these are actually gods. Oh my gosh, all hell. You know, that people start to believe in whatever is like, you know, informational and high vibrational and you know, high tech. They're looking at these people like gods, but no, they're just people from different planets who came here to give information. That's the whole thing about spirituality. Raise the vibration, raise the information, raise the consciousness of this planet, right? Everybody got to get on a high vibration for it to be world peace. So if you want world peace, you got to raise the vibration, right? It's the same thing. They came down here, gave us some information, and then they left. They keep coming back, giving us information. It's the same thing in the Eternals. They come and they give information and they dip. They're trying to raise the vibration. It's spiritual ways that they're trying to do it, and it's physical ways. They come in here physically, they come here spiritually, they do all of that. And the sun could heal Superman. That's what I'm saying. So when Superman came here and he had all of these abilities, it wasn't the same thing on planet, I don't know what planet Superman came from. I forgot. But he came here and he had so many abilities, but on his home planet, he didn't. So it you know, you connect that to things. You are smart. Thank you. Krypton. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. When he was in planet Krypton, he didn't have those abilities. If you actually like watch it, the people on there, they didn't have those abilities. They probably just knew how to fight and stuff like that. But when they actually got to Earth, their powers enhanced more. So it's the same thing. They came down here. Wow, this you know, this planet, they able to do more things. They were gods. What is a god? What if we colonize to Mars? Will the energy be the same? Why is Mars an abandoned planet? Something happened in Mars that they left because something happened. Probably the Martians are here because Mars is not an inhabitant. You need the right person to talk to. What's the first step? Once you realize the Anunnaki never left is the true realization. I mean, if you look at the movie Eternals, they never left either. They were just watching over humanity. They're trying to raise the vibration. Why do you think aliens are not like so integrated? The Galactic Federation, why do you think they're not integrated into our society? Because people are not going to accept it. Their vibration is not going, the vibration of people's minds right now, they're going to try to attack. They're going to try to kill. They're going to be scared. They're going to do all of this. You cannot, they're not ready for that. You should get a YouTube. They stay messing with your TikTok. I do have a YouTube. It's in my link in my bio. That's why I keep it there. I try to, smart. Thank you. Thank you. What about our powers? This is what I'm saying, okay? So if you want to talk about our powers, let's talk about the components that make up this body. right? This body has melanin. I've already said that melanin is in space, right? If melanin is in space, we're not from here. The bodies, these bodies, if you go back, everybody has a question about who was the first human here. Who was the first this and that. We were never here. We're not from this planet. And once you tap into that, then you'll understand, like, you cannot. Okay. So look. So I'm coming through. So it's coming through, y'all. It's coming through, right? So Superman, right? He came from another planet because his planet was being destroyed. We're not from here because we have melanin in our skin, and melanin is in space. So if you really want to talk about the powers that we have and we're capable of on this planet, that's why some people call them gods. That's why some people call us gods. If we actually tap in to the powers that we have, that's why the government studies so much on our minds, on our energy. They study so much on that, right? Why is it so important to them? Where are we from then? A lot of people are saying we're from the star system Sirius X. Some people are saying the Moors or the what is them people called? What are they called? People who believe in Allah or the great honorable Elijah Muhammad. I don't know what they're called. Okay, I'm sorry. I don't really dig into too much religion. But anyways, like I said, it's some people who believe we came from different planets because there's no way, like, even as far as our skin, my skin tone, my melanin. Y'all, we know they keep them there. We know they experiment. That's the whole reason why the aliens do not want to give it's bad, aliens. Trust me. There is a negative and a positive enforcement out in the universe, out in space. Right? So it's negative aliens and it's positive aliens. So these negative aliens, which is helping the government, the Pleiadian race, they're doing all of this to keep this planet at a low vibration. When you think about Area 51, these are aliens who got. Okay, it's coming off the dome. These are aliens, I think, because of the information that aliens have, that they're from a different planet, and if they come here and they get captured, I think that the Pleiadian race and the negative aliens who are running this planet, who are trying to keep this planet at a certain specific vibration, are hunting down the positive ones, the ones who want to help. And those are the ones who stuck at Area 51, and they're being experimented on. Because why would they experiment on the ones who actually are keeping the government up, keeping the matrix correct? That's the only way I can think of, because if these aliens are not from this planet and they had the ability to fly here in their technological things, they have to be somewhat intelligent, right? So how are these intelligent beings getting captured? There's no way that, like humans, they say, we don't have any technology like them. We don't. So how are they being able to get into Area 51? These negative aliens, the bad ones who's trying to take over this planet and make this planet a negative place, they could possibly be working with the government, with the matrix, to keep it at this thing, at this vibration, right? So they capture the good ones who come here to try to help. It's the same thing with Malcolm X. It's the same thing with Rashad Jamal, Dr. Sabi, Nipsey Hussle, XXXTentacion. They don't let anybody, any good souls or souls who are actually... Can y'all hear me? Yeah, I know it's lagging. No, our technology is years ahead. They're just not showing us something. Yeah, I know. I know the technology is years ahead because the negative aliens, they're the ones who's giving all that information. That's why they made a pact with these people. That's why they have to do certain things to keep the negative and the bad low vibrational aliens in check. Right? They're kidnapping. They're child trafficking. They're doing sacrifices. Why? Where did they learn all this stuff from? Where did they learn to feed on the negative energy? They learned that from the negative aliens. The positive ones who come here, they get trapped and they go to Area 51. We got to break them out, y'all. They're always watching. I mean, yeah, they always watch. Do you think Area 1 is actually holding aliens? If I feel like they are. I mean, I think Area 50, like, I mean, you can't really count on anything. Like, sometimes they use things for propaganda. Project Bluebeam, like, they'll try to make it seem like Jesus is coming out of the sky. They'll try to do things they'll say things to stir up conspiracy theorists. Like, they'll make things an issue. But what I'm saying is, they're not going to let these positive aliens just walk around and start telling people, hey, I got this information, I got this technology, I got this stuff that can help. They're not going to let that happen. It's the same thing with light beings like me who come here to try to help the planet. They don't like that. They don't like none of that. So, that's the whole thing about Area 51. What happens to us when we die? It depends on the level of your soul. You cannot enter a heavenly state or a heavenly place if you are not on a heavenly state as far as your mind. You attract everything as above, so below. Everything that you're dealing with now, who you are as a spirit, your energy field, that matters so much because everything in the next dimension is felt. If you are not in control of who you are in your mind, if you're a negative person and you have things that you need to work on within yourself, how are you able to go to this heavenly place? They're not going to allow you there. I mean, I'm not going to say they're going to be judgmental. Oh, let me look at your records. Oh, you ate meat? Oh my gosh, you can't come in here. You can't come. No, it's not like that. It's like the vibration you are on. So when you die, this place, I believe in reincarnation. So when you die, if you are not raising the vibration, but it's some people here to help fix themselves in order to fix the vibration. So if you don't fix it, you're gonna keep retrying the class. You're not gonna be able to move on to the next grade. Life is like a school. This whole shit. So you shouldn't be scared if you're doing right. Okay, but anyways, y'all. I gotta get off because I told y'all I am out of town, so I want to enjoy my time out here. I just want to make sure I got on and talk to y'all and stuff like that. I really wanted to just let y'all know that I'm here and I'm listening to y'all, and I appreciate the support that y'all have given me, and I love it. So I just want to let y'all know that I am finna get off. I am on vacation because when I get back, it's time to go to work. It's time to, it's go time when I get out, when I come back from vacation. My connection is tripping. I know my connection is tripping. Of course, they're going to do that. But yeah, I'm going to get off, y'all. Love y'all. Stay safe. And I'll see y'all next time on the next Awakening Wednesday, okay? How do I get off? I don't know how to get off. How do I get off?